Welcome to Overthinking the American Song Contest. I'm Matt Rather. Well, we're down to our last batch of songs, but if you thought we were going to wrap this thing up without one more country song, North Carolina is not going to let that happen.
Girl, I'm still right in the middle of loving you.
North Carolina's Josh Morgan wants to tell you when it's over. If this were Wagner's Ring Cycle, it wouldn't be over until Brunhilde sang her 20-minute farewell. Same with Independence Day.
I ain't heard no fat lady!
Yogi Berra would rely on tautology. It ain't over till it's over. When else would it be? Thanks for nothing, Catcher Man. But John Morgan's song, Right in the Middle, is more along the lines of, it ain't over till I say it's over. He describes a love affair of days past, where the woman is long gone. He doesn't know if she's moved on or found someone new.
Are you happy now? Are you glad you left? Are you settling in with somebody you met?
But he hasn't let go of his love and feels it now as strongly as ever. So, this is a country song. Also, none of them have Instagram. He's stubborn. That makes sense. John's a Tar Heel, and even calls out the girls for stealing his Tar Heel sweatshirt.
Stole my Tar Heels hoodie and a piece of my heart.
What's a Tar Heel, you ask? Well, the United States has a tradition of naming sports teams after the industries in the regions where they play. Green Bay, with its cattle, has the Packers. Pittsburgh, with its Steeler, has the Steelers. And Washington, home to the U.S. Ministry of Magic, has the Wizards. North Carolina has a lot of pine trees, so over the years they've made a lot of turpentine, tar, and pitch. A tar heel is a term for a lower-class worker that also came to refer to stickiness, stubbornness, especially in the Civil War. Nowadays, it's the mascot for one of the state's top college basketball teams and refers to the stubbornness of Michael Jordan.
Don't forget my North Carolina shorts.
Your shorts? From college?
I wore them under my Chicago Bulls uniform every game.
So the girl has moved on, but he hasn't, and by sticking his heels to the ground like Adam Savage in Mythbusters, he rejects your reality and substitutes his own. Or maybe John Morgan doesn't experience linear time. It's awfully restrictive when you think about it, and more of an illusion than a necessity.
Why should I live in history, huh?
Perhaps he's right in the middle, because we are all always in the middle. And that's the right way to think about it. As Dr. Manhattan said, nothing ever ends. Then again, they call him Dr. Manhattan, not Dr. Chapel Hill or Dr. Raleigh Durham.
Sometimes you're in, sometimes you're out. Life is like a roller coaster.
Vermont's Josh Panda is a flamboyant ex-busker with a stage persona almost as loud as his costumes and a fabulous high tenor. Panda brings us another vicissitude song, a song about how to handle a drastic change. It makes sense to express gratitude, to look to your friends. After all, wait a minute. Josh Panda is the bearer of a gold ring of immense power. He enshrines himself on a gleaming golden ziggurat where his pronouncements hang over all of us in giant capital sans serif. The ring encircles a shadowy globe of gunmetal or dark steel, the emblem of some covert international villain ring whose name is an acronym, like Spectre, Chaos, or Bad Guys. Here I was, thinking his cabaret act was too well lit and could have used a spotlight, when I should have been worrying that Josh Panda may have already achieved world domination.
I'm the big fat panda.
Who is this mystery man really? We're not sure, but we do know you'll have more fun Googling him than most of the other acts. There are more panda roller coasters out there than you might think.
I'll be over by midnight. Baby, darling, I adore you.
With the full-on reggae song Midnight, Guam leaned into a part of itself that's pretty new: tropical island tourism. Sure, travelers have appreciated the climate and beauty of Guam for generations, but until the last quarter century or so, most of them came and went on warships or military transports. But Guam boomed as a 21st century tourist destination, especially for travelers from Japan and South Korea, until COVID came along. 1.6 million tourists visited Guam in 2019. That dropped to only 60,000 last year. So we understand Guam reminding everyone of the hot sun and warm nights of a tropical vacation with a reggae song, even though the only thing Guam has in common with Jamaica is a history of English-speaking imperialism. There's reggae everywhere. Ace of Base is reggae, and they're not from Jamaica. But they're from a lot closer to Jamaica than Guam. Today's hottest reggae acts in Uzbekistan are from closer to Jamaica than Guam. Jason J, for his part, starts out with some jitters, but he locks in and owns it by the end.
Said I'm coming right for you.
We wish we could listen to Midnight sitting in a beach bar in Guam, overlooking the beautiful Pacific. No one would even care it's not Jamaica, as long as Jamaica me dance.
But I was never the only one, and I'm sure I could never be Natalie.
The state of Michigan has a truly unique musical history and tradition that has shaped the way sonic art is enjoyed the world over. So naturally, for America Vision, they sent another white country singer instead. It's not that Ada Leanne doesn't deserve to be there. Yes, at 17, she's the youngest songwriter in the contest, but she has a great voice, and her vocal lines were tough. She nailed big jumps, shifting from head to chest voice and back seamlessly. She displayed a lot of talent and skill, but her place in America Vision seems insincere. In her pre-show interview, she cited 3 artists she hopes to be like: Stevie Wonder, Billie Eilish, and Olivia Rodrigo. I know when you're young, time passes slower, but Rodrigo's first album came out less than a year ago. One juror correctly compared her to Taylor Swift because she sounded a lot like Taylor Swift. All this, plus her position in the bill right before Cisco and her immediate jury win, made Leanne's involvement in America Vision seem a little too neat, lacking the messy, found object quality of many great Eurovision performances. Regardless, Natalie was well done, and if we at Overthinking It didn't appreciate teen melodrama, we wouldn't have done a multi-year podcast about Gossip Girl.
I thought everything was good between us.
It was. Before I found out you had sex with my boyfriend.
But I was never the only one, and I'm sure I could never be Natalie.
Let's talk about this song. We're going to assume that all the characters are 17 or so, otherwise the drama would be much higher stakes. And given that, we sympathize with the singer, but we really have to smile at the situation. See, this one boy told 3 different girls that all know each other that he is going to love each of them forever, and this one girl has to beg the others to believe her when she says he was lying. Natalie, come on, listen to your friend. We all know that he's lying. All of us.
Shut up! You shut up! Ah, no! Get where up!
In late 2019, on the 20th anniversary of his hit album Unleash the Dragon, Cisco performed with his old group Drew Hill at the Horseshoe Casino in Baltimore. After the show, the Baltimore Sun ran a profile on him with 20 facts about his life, mostly about his loyalty to the city, its food, its artists, and its culture. People from Baltimore will tell you that Cisco is from Baltimore. Connecticut residents don't do this about Michael Bolton. This means, even with the thong song bumping way back in the rearview mirror, Cisco does not need to win or even advance to the next round to make representing Maryland in America Vision worth it. While other famous contestants like Jewel or the Crystal Method tried to adopt more of a Eurovision style or bring in outside vocalists as ringers, Cisco appeared to make 0 concessions to the fact that he's in a song contest. Instead, we got a 3-minute slice of a 45-minute live set, or else a taste of what it's like to dance to his deep cuts in a Baltimore club. It won't win a song contest, but that doesn't matter. So does Cisco still have it? Yes, he does. The dancing, singing, staging, production, all of it. We're on a professional level and a notch above the other acts. He's still quick, slick, and full of tricks. But does Cisco still have it? That magical sense that the skies have parted to allow one person to embody and express a moment to its fullest? No. This he did for Marilyn, but the thong song he did for eternity.
I should have said the poet.
Ada Leanne got the jury nod this week, breaking the all-white male soloist streak. It's interesting to think about why this song won. Her voice is good, but she's no Alan Stone or Jordan Smith. I think this is the rare case where the lyrics won this thing for her. The story about a broken-hearted young girl trying to convince another broken-hearted young girl she's not the bad guy felt fresh. Interestingly, the other country song to win the jury vote, Tyler Braden's 17 from Qualifier 3, got criticized by us for being too vague and generic to hit home. Ada gives us enough specifics to capture our imagination. Next up, we've got 2 semifinals leading to the big showdown on May 9th. We're not exactly sure we're going to cover these, but we will have more to say about the American Song Contest before all the dust settles. In the meantime, we got plenty of Eurovision stuff in the pipeline, so please subscribe to this channel now for reviews, commentary, and my step-by-step video on how to do a new boot goofin' line dance. We'll see you next time. Just to be clear, I'm kidding about the line dance thing. I will not be doing that. It's actually in my contract that my legs never appear on camera.